Okay, it is Sunday. Tomorrow I have a truck to work on. I am going to use the new Craftsman tools I bought just because they had, it's really one of those deals where it's a 72 tooth ratchet with a low profile, which makes no sense to me. That's the only reason I bought it, but because I hadn't used it, I have not used it. And one of the things I want to say is for people that buy mechanic socket sets like this, either it's a 61 piece or even if you buy a 200 piece or 300 piece. And I've seen on YouTube where people say, well, this will handle 90% of everything that you will need to do. Well, that's a bunch of bull. Let me just explain to you that I'm getting ready to go work on a truck tomorrow, which I will be filming. Again, I wish I have live filming capability, but I don't right now. But so I will be filming this. But so I am taking that socket set, right? I'm taking the cobalt wrenches, ratcheting wrenches, and I'm taking the 1/2 inch DeWalt drive. Now, this right here is my 3/8 inch that I'm going to be using. Probably more than likely, I'm going to be using this a lot. I will need those ratcheting wrenches as well. And at some point, I'm going to need these 1/2 inch sockets. So, and this, even with all three of these, just so you know, if you're trying to start out to be a mechanic, these three things will not handle 90% of what you need to do when you're working on a vehicle. If you believe that all you would need is one of these socket sets to handle 90% of what you need to do, then you're completely wrong. I'm still packing this, and I want to show you what else I'm going to add. This isn't the bottom. Now let's see what else I'm going to add. Okay, so if you remember, I did a video where I got all these 10 millimeter variations of deep well, flex, short, you know, different sizes of adapters and everything that goes on this 10 millimeter socket set. Yeah, I'm taking that with me. I'm taking magnetic trays to hold parts for me. And I have not opened, not ratchet wrench, I have not opened the oil filter wrench yet. So this one. So I will be using this one. I hate to have tools that are unused. So I'm definitely taking these with me tomorrow. But I'm not done yet. No. Because what else am I going to need? I'm going to need even though this one has a spark plug socket, I'm going to take an additional spark plug socket. A very, very deep one there. And then I'm going to take zip ties, because you're always going to need zip ties. But wait, there's more. We're not done yet. So two other things that I just added to this is the DeWalt impact drill, the DeWalt impact. I'm not taking the regular drill. I'm taking the DeWalt impact driver. In this little kit, if you remember, I bought this little kit that I wanted to fill up myself. Yeah, here we go. And here we go. And so far I've added the nut drivers, standard and impact ones. And then I've added these, because I will be using these tomorrow. The 1/4 and the 3/8. I've got that in there for nut drivers to add sockets. So I got the 2 different types of nut drivers, plus I got these that I can add into my impact to put sockets on. But guess what? We're not done yet. Okay, so another thing I just added is the serpentine belt tool kit. So definitely got to take that. And then I threw in here the Pittsburgh tire gauge. Yeah, I don't really like these, but I'm going to throw that in there because any new tools I got, I would definitely want them used. But guess what? Not done yet. So I just added my DeWalt driver bit set as well. So, and with all the stuff that I got in here, okay, now let's be realistic. This will handle about 70% of what I need to work on any vehicle from bumper to bumper, right? About 70%. So for those of you who think you can go out and buy a 200 piece, socket set that says mechanic set on there and think you're good to go. That's not true, because look at what all I got in here. And I'm going to film tomorrow extensive video on what I'm going to be doing, but I'm packing today. So yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow, because this is all I'm going to take initially for tomorrow. Now, some of the other tools that you will need is specialty tools, which they're not in here. But right now, this will handle what I have to do for tomorrow. So yeah. So keep in mind, there's always specialty tools. Actually, to get to the 90% mark of what you need to work on any vehicle, the 90% mark, I would have to fill this thing completely up. And then I would have to fill this one completely up. And I would still be at probably 80% of everything that I need to successfully work on a car. Because one of the things that you need is a Sawzall as well, depending on what you're doing. But you're going to have other specialty parts. But I'm just taking this for tomorrow, for what I have to do for tomorrow. So for you YouTubers that are going out there talking about these mechanic socket sets will do 90% of what you need to get done, clearly you have never worked on cars before. But I'm going to start showing y'all these videos. Till next time. And you're going to need some type of pliers, believe it or not. Yes, pliers. I got the brand new Cobalt. I'm pulling out a lot of my brand new stuff that I haven't used, because yeah, I want to get some use into them tools, man. Anyway, so I'll be adding that as well. Again, for people who say that one socket sets 90% of what you would need, this is the way they word it. A 200-piece socket set is 90% of what you would need to work on any vehicle. No, that's a lie. Now, if you have a vehicle that you already have a project and you know what tools you need to do that, it's different to say, this is just what I need to do 90% of the work that I need for this specific vehicle. But even what I got here in this box and with those pliers, and I am going to take a pair of long nose too, even with all that, I'm still not there at the 90% mark. So, because I'm completely customizing this truck. We're going to upgrade it, and we'll get to do that tomorrow. There's Sunday, so Monday, yep, get some filming in.